how to reverse a destiny swap, how to break a spell in your life or a curse in your life, and how to break a generational curse. But first of all, I'm going to start with generational curse. So when we talk about generational curse, those souls who are designated to break a generational curse, they came to Earth because Earth is a school on its own to learn, right? So for you to be able to break a generational curse, for you to be able to conquer that demon, you will first of all go through series of stages, right? And then however you learn and whatever you learn, it opens up or it activates the next level. And that's how you ascend till you get to the stage, the final stage, where you will have to face the demon itself, right? It does not just come by breaking, making rituals to break. No, it does not come. It takes a lot of tax. And you have to pass every tax that you have been given for you to be able to get to that stage, to break it. Now, the type of curses and spell that you can break easily is the one that is constraining you not to be able to fulfill the generational curse breaking. You know those small witches do to constrain you, to hold you bound, not to be able to reach to that purpose is what you can easily do. It's just like going to school, but you have a lot of carryovers that you negligently, failed. Now to do that, how is very simple, is for you to retake it and be serious, right? So that is how those small witches, what those small witches do, for you not to be able to like distracting you, for you to miss your exam. All those small witches, I don't know, even all those small spell, you can do it with anything can break it, right? But for the generational curse, it's a long-term spiritual goal. Your angels or your soul will need to know that you are ready enough, because it knows how many taxes you have passed, because in the final exam, they are not going to be there with you. All the lessons you have learned, it is now time for you to apply it, right? And this is the time where everybody's watching you. You do not have protection from your angels. All the protection you need is embedded in your wisdom. All the lessons you have learned, they are watching you now to know that, okay, this one is ready to start to climb to the highest version of itself. But before then, you will have to pass. You have to go on the journey alone without your angels. So it is not something you just gonna use fire on the mountain. You go to the fire of the mountain and they pray and break it. It is not. You have to go through tests. You have to show yourself worthy enough to face that demon before you can face it and break it. Right? That is for that. The second one is spell. You see those spell? The spell, the curses, all those witches are, laying just to distract you from your main purpose and your main goals, like energy swapping with you, right? This one, you can break it with anything. Anything can break a curse. Anything can break a curse. A curse, reverse destiny swapping, anything you call spell. First and foremost, what do you apply to it? How do you make the magic work? First and foremost is intention. You have to be intentional. You can use a pen to break anything. It's just the words of your mouth. Intention. The second thing is what? Believing. Faith. Right? Believing that after you do whatever you do, it's going to work. That's how you see whoever did the thing at the first place. It was the faith that, the person applied to it. That made it work. They just believe that once they do this thing, it will go. And true, you feel them, right? For you to reverse it back is for you to speak to whatever you want to speak to, however you want it to go. Once you send it, believing that it will get to them, it's gone. Right? Now, most of you use your mouth to release yourself every day. But the thing is, your thoughts, you still don't believe that whatever you sent out has been accomplished. That's why you still find yourself in the same situation. You have to shift your mindset immediately. As soon as you send it out, you have to shift your mindset immediately. Even if you continue to see the sign, you just let yourself know that this is not what is happening. I'm already in a different level, right? Be positive. If you are receiving those negative thoughts in your head, begin to replace it with positive thoughts. Once you are intentional, you apply faith that it is working. Another stumbling block that most of us go through during this breaking of all these curses is what? Is sustainability. What do I mean by that? The ability to sustain and protect your prayers and your blessings. Right? And how do we achieve this? is through spiritual intelligence, through wisdom, through opening our third eye. This is how we now protect our present state. For us to continue to ascend and levitate, we have to apply physical wisdom, spiritual wisdom, psychological wisdom. If there's anything like that, you need to put all your 6 senses in place. Now, how do you open up your 6 senses? How do you now open your 6 senses? Is by activating your third eye. How do you activate your third eye? Is by meditation. I am telling some people, do meditation, do meditation. Some people are arguing with me. Some people don't think it is religious. It is religious enough. They think it's demonic, because that is the programming they have programmed your mind to believe. If opening of third eye is not that important, the CIA will not invest millions in researching on how to activate the third eye. Or you don't know that the CIA is doing remote viewing. Why would they spend so much money to recruit people and be using their consciousness to do remote viewing, if it is not that powerful for you to open? Meditation is the secret key to activate your pineal gland, right? Which is your third eye. And with this activation, is going to unlock the right side of your brain, where the functionalities of your dream lies, the functionality of your intuition lies. Because some of you don't even dream, is because the right side of your brain is not properly activated. That's why you do not dream, right? That right side of your brain is associated to your subconscious mind, to gain spiritual awareness, to see the world for what it is, right? It does not deal with the logical side of your brain. It deals with, the subconscious side, where you dream and get messages from the other realm. This is what opening your third eye is. And meditation is just the key. Meditation and sound waves. Putting earplugs, listening to some some particular house of frequency. This is how you levitate out of that old consciousness of yours, and you are placing yourself to the highest version of yourself, and then you begin to experience your manifestation coming in like magic. And once that particular part of you is open, is activated, that's when you dream dreams. That's when you see synchronicities. That's when you see signs. That's when you now align with your body, mind, and soul together. That you begin to do the right thing without knowing that you are doing the right thing. You are in the right place without knowing that you are supposed to even be there at the first place. Now you listen more to yourself. Now you know when to isolate yourself, and then you know when to be social. You know when to associate, and you know when to de-associate. You know when to speak words of affirmation to yourself, and you know when not to, listen to whatever voice that is coming to your head. You know when to change things. You become magic. All your manifestation begins to come because you have separated yourself from negative energy. You have separated yourself from negative energy. This is what meditation will do for you, right? This is what meditation will do for you. It will take you and accelerate you to the highest version of yourself. And it can even break any spell. You know why it's going to break any spell? It's going to give you a new beginning. And when you embrace new beginning, you have new energy. So whatever your shell, it's like peeling out of your old shell. So whatever energy exchange they did before to swap your destiny, you are no longer operating in that particular level anymore. So they don't have anything to hold. Because you are levitating, you have levitated out of that particular level they have placed you. It's like tying a rope on you to swap, to suck from you. Now you levitated out of that rope. They don't have anything anymore. That's why by the time you release yourself, they are always going to be the first person to call you. They are always going to be the first person to call you because you have switched off their lights. Now, how do you now apply wisdom? Because you are going to see it in your dream. Whoever did whatever they did to you, you know why? Because for you to sustain your grace and for you to sustain your glory, you have to see all these people and what they did to you. You have to know. And this is what meditation will do for you. That's why I always say, meditate. Meditate is not because I am trying to initiate you to occultic realm. I'm telling you to open your eyes so that you go see who they your body. When you know who they your body, if they call you when you don't switch off their lights, right? You go not say they go back there again. Now. That is how you now protect yourself. Most of you break us every day, but you go back to the same person who did it to you at the first place because you do not even know. You are blind. But if you see things and you know who did this, you know how they did it, right? You will avoid them. Simple. When they call you, we are having a dinner party today, you are not going. You are not available. First and foremost, the way you go, even they see the way they did things to you, you will block their number. They will not be able to reach you again for life. Right? Some of you who want to play cool, who want to play the underground, you can just be, you don't want. It depends. Right? What will protect you, is not, all the time, it's not magic, it's not ritual. It's not how many that will protect you from these people, because they are strategic. What will protect you is this one: spiritual intelligence, wisdom. When they strategize, you know the end game. You know where the thing is going. When they are manipulating you, you know where the manipulation is going, right? When they are whatever they are doing to you, you know. And then at that point, you know you will be 10 steps ahead. There's nothing like being 10 steps ahead over your enemy. That's how you win. That's how you protect yourself. And how do you do that? You have to unlock your third eye. You have to seek for external intelligence, right? That's this. What I am always asking you to incorporate in your spiritual journey: meditation, hydration. Water is God. No matter how you want to argue it, water is God. Drink water. Be hydrated. It will help your brain think. Right? It will help your brain think. Meditation, water, meditation, water. Every other thing is to protect yourself. Applying salt bath is protection. It's not opening to, it's just to protect you, right? But hydration and meditation, we unlock your third eye. Unlock your third eye. Right? This is what I have to give today. Thank you very much for watching.